Hello everyone, please get your book ready for preliminary and early English test 1. And the test today we are going through is test 3, listening part 3 and 4. And if you haven't got your book ready, turn to page 69, part 3. Các bạn ơi, các bạn chuyển đến trang 69, phần 3. Nghe ngày hôm nay là phần 3 và phần 4 và chúng ta sẽ bắt đầu nghe nhé. Trong quá trình nghe thì lần đầu tiên là cô sẽ điền đầy đủ thông tin luôn. Ok. Lần thứ hai thì cô và các bạn sẽ cùng viết chính tả nhé. Alright. So let's listen to the instruction of part 3.
Now turn to part 3, questions 14 to 19. You will hear a boy called Casper, who is part of a circus family, talking about his life. For each question, fill in the missing information in the numbered space. You now have 20 seconds to look at part 3.
Okay, so please have a look. Casper is a circus family. Casper's mother dances across air blind in the circus. Casper's brother and
Now we are ready to start.
we is in an act with many blind people here. Well, you can see 16. Casper does a good circus board because he is. We need an adjective here, right? Casper starts show by matching in front of the. Of course, it's a noun here, right? There's no animal in the show except a blank. You can guess this is an animal, and one of the Casper job is selling what here? Okay, the nouns here. But listen.
Listen carefully. You will hear the recording twice.
My name is Casper, and I'm the youngest child in a circus family. My parents and brother and sister are all performers. My mother wears wonderful costumes and dances across a rope about 15 meters above the ground. Sometimes she plays a violin at the same time. Incredible. My brother is 10 years older than me, and my sister's 16. They're part of an act where up to 20 people balance on a motorbike and ride round the ring. The performers stand on each other's shoulders, with my sister at the top. My dad's the ringmaster, or the boss of the circus. He's good at his job because he's tall and has a loud voice. He introduces the performers and makes sure the acts start and finish on time. I'm not allowed to perform until I'm 15, but I march beside my dad ahead of the band at the beginning of the show and lead everyone out at the end. I have some great costumes and I love being in the ring. I can't wait to start training to be a performer. We don't have horses or dogs. In fact, the only animal in the circus is a rabbit. He doesn't do much, but is always the star of the show. The children love him. The performers have a lot of other jobs to do. We have to clean out the circus tent between each show, make the costumes, and repair the equipment. I check the audience tickets and sell ice cream at half-time. We only work for 8 months during good weather, and we travel around from place to place. It's a great life.
Alright, so you have done listening the part, right? So I have written the answer for 14 to 19 and the blank here. It's time for us to listen carefully to this, everyone. The second time here.
Now listen again.
My name is Casper, and I'm the youngest child in a circus family.
Okay, the first sentence you can hear him name the boy. My name is Kaspar, right? I'm the youngest child. I'm the youngest child of a or in a circus. I don't hear exactly also in a circus family, right?
My parents and brother and sister are all performers.
Okay, the boy mentioned my parent and brother and sister are all performers. Các bạn chú ý chúng ta có performers là những người biểu diễn các bạn nhé. All performers, alright?
My mother wears wonderful costumes and dances across a rope about 15 meters above the ground.
Okay, the mother wears wonderful costumes and she dances across a rope, right? How tall is it? About 15 meters. 15 meters. Alright, above the ground. Mẹ mặc những cái bộ quần áo rất là đẹp và mẹ nhảy ở trên một cái chiếc dây khoảng 15 mét cách xa mặt đất, đúng không ạ? No?
Sometimes she plays a violin at the same time.
Okay, sometimes she plays the violin at the same time.
Incredible.
Okay, incredible. Tuyệt vời, cực kỳ tuyệt vời, đúng không ạ? Incredible, right?
My brother is 10 years older than me,
Okay.
and my sister's 16.
All right, he mentioned about the age, but not relating to brother in an act, right? And here, but he's 10 years older than Kaspar, and the sister is 16 years old.
They're part of an act.
Okay, there's part of an act. So you can hear my brother in an act, right? They're part of an act. So brother and sister are part of an act.
Where up to 20 people
Where up to 20 people. So you can hear how many people here. Up to 20 is in. It means that as many. Here you can see as many as or up to 20 people.
balance on a motorbike.
Balance on a motorbike.
And ride round the ring.
And ride round the ring. And ride round the ring. Ok, các bạn chú ý là họ là một phần của buổi biểu diễn, đó chính là brother and sister, đúng không ạ? Ok, là chính là dây ở đây, đúng không ạ? Và nơi cái phần của màn trình diễn mà nơi có tới đến 20 người là cân bằng ở trên một chiếc xe mô tô và đi quanh lái quanh cái sàn diễn tròn đấy ạ, đúng không ạ?
The performers stand on each other's shoulders with my sister at the top.
Okay, the performers stand on each
My
other.
dad's the ringmaster.
Okay, you can hear my dad's ringmaster, right? Ringmaster là người chủ dạp xiếc hoặc là chủ của cái sàn diễn đó, đúng không ạ?
Or the boss.
Oh, sorry, the boss. So this is the boss of
Of the circus.
the circus, right? The boss of the circus.
He's good at his job because he's tall and has a loud voice.
Okay, he's good. He's good at his job because what? Because he's tall and has a loud voice. Right? He's a ringmaster, and he also introduces the performances. Right? So here, Kaspar Dad is a good circus boss because he's tall and has a strong voice. Right? Oh, sorry.
Wears wonderful costume, the ring. The performers stand on each other's shoulders with my sister at the top. My dad's the ringmaster or the boss of the circus. He's good at his job because he's tall and has a loud voice. He introduces the performers and makes sure the acts start and finish on time.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to perform until I'm 15.
Okay, I'm not allowed to perform until I'm 15, right?
But I march beside my dad ahead of the band.
Okay, but I match beside my dad, right? Where? I match beside my dad. Where? Ahead of the band, right? Ahead of the band. Okay, ahead, it means in front of, right? So here, Caspar starts the show by matching in front of the band here, okay? He matches beside his dad ahead of the band, right? The band here.
The beginning of the show.
At the beginning of the
and
show.
lead everyone out at the end.
Let everyone out.
I have some great costumes, and I love being in the ring. I can't wait to start training to be a performer.
Okay, I can't wait to start training to be a performer, right?
We don't have horses or dogs.
Okay, he mentioned we don't have a horses or dogs, right? What do they have?
In fact, the only animal in the circus
In fact, the only animals in the circus,
is a rabbit.
all right, is a rabbit, right? So the correct answer here, there's no animal in the show except a rabbit. Ngoại trừ một con thỏ, đúng không? Except a rabbit.
He doesn't do much, but is always the star of the show.
Okay, it doesn't do much, but it's the star of the show, right?
The children love him. The performers have a lot of other jobs to do.
The performers have a lot of other jobs to do.
We have to clean out the circus tent.
We have to clean out the circus tent, right?
And between each show,
Between each show,
make the costumes
make the costume
repair the equipment.
And repair, sửa chữa các cái công cụ đồ thiết bị, đúng không ạ? The equipment, right?
I check the audience tickets.
I checked the audience tickets, right?
And sell ice cream at half time.
And sell ice cream at halftime. Okay, so what does the boy do? What does he sell? One of Casper's job is selling ice cream. Ok, các bạn đã có đủ thông tin rồi đúng không ạ? Rồi cho nhìn lại nhá. Caspar đã nói những thông tin gì? Cô chỉ ghi những ý chính thôi các bạn nhé. I'm the youngest child in a circus family. My parents and brother and sister are all performer. Mother, right? My mother dances across the rope about 15 meters above the ground. Incredible. And sometimes she also plays the violin, right? Brother and sister, they are part of an act where up to 20 people balance on a motorbike and ride around the ring. So here, okay, 20 people, 20, right? Okay, my dad's the ringmaster or boss of the circuit. He's tall and has a loud voice. I'm not allowed to perform until I'm 15, but I match beside my dad or head of the band, ahead or in front of, the same. I can't wait to start training to be a performer. We don't have a horses or dog. In fact, the only animal in the circuits is a rabbit. Performer have lots of other job to do. We have to clean out the circuit tent between each show, make the costumes and repair the equipment. I check the audience tickets and sell ice cream at halftime. Okay, đó chính là những câu trả lời của chúng ta cho cái phần 3 nhé. Tiếp theo các bạn gửi sang phần 4. Part 4, everyone.
Now turn to part 4, questions 20 to 25. Look at the 6 sentences for this part. You will hear a girl called Lisa and a boy called Sam talking about a book they've both read. Decide if each sentence is correct or incorrect. If it is correct, choose the letter A for yes. If it is not correct, choose the letter B for no.
Okay.
You now have 20 seconds to look at the questions for part 4.
Lisa did like the book when she first started reading it. Sam and Lisa felt sorry for Paul, the main character in the book. Sam was interested in the mystery about Paul's brother. Lisa thought the author helped the reader to understand Paul. Sam wished there's more information about football in the book, and Lisa liked the way the author developed Paul's character.
Now we are ready to start. Listen carefully. You will hear the recording twice.
So, Sam, have you finished that book we had to read for school, Lime County?
Oh, hi Lisa. Yeah, just last weekend. It took me a long time to get into it. The first chapter was difficult, but in the end, I couldn't put it down.
I liked it from the first page. I've never finished a book so quickly, and normally I don't like reading fiction.
The main character in the story, Paul, was interesting. He hurt his leg badly and couldn't play football with the other kids. But the author didn't make you feel pity for him.
Yes, that was because he was such a strong character. He couldn't do anything active, but he used his time to think about game plans for his team. They depended on him in the end.
He was almost like a coach.
I thought the book was well written, and it had a good plot. There was a bit of mystery about Paul's brother. Did he cause Paul's injury? Was he jealous of Paul? You don't find out until the very end.
I didn't care so much about that. It was the football matches I liked, seen through Paul's eyes. I could imagine exactly what was happening.
The author was clever because when Paul was unhappy, the whole story, the weather, the background, sort of got darker, so the reader could feel what Paul was feeling.
There was quite a lot of detail about the techniques of football. I think the author got that just right.
Any more would make it too long and boring for people who weren't mad about football. That side of the book was about right. For me, the best part was that Paul realised what's important in life and how to deal with tough situations. He really grew as a person.
Okay, so can you hear clearly about it?
Now listen again.
Chose all the correct answer here, right? So here we listen for the key information for this, right? The first one, Lisa disliked the book when she first started reading it. Đầu tiên thì Lisa sẽ không thích cuốn sách khi bắt đầu đọc, có đúng không ạ? Nào chúng ta cùng nghe nhé.
So Sam, have you finished that book we had to read for school?
Have you finished that book that we have to read for school?
Lime County.
Lime County.
Oh, hi Lisa. Yeah, just last weekend. It took me a long time to get into it.
Okay, Sam say it took me a long time to get into it, right? It took me a long time to get into it. That's Sam idea, okay? Sam nói là tôi mất rất là nhiều thời gian để mà bắt đầu thích để thích và thực sự bị cuốn hút vào cuốn truyện, đúng không ạ?
First chapter was difficult.
The first chapter is difficult.
But in the end, I couldn't put it down.
But in the end, I couldn't put it down. Khi mà bạn không thể đặt một cái cuốn sách xuống có nghĩa là bạn rất là thích nó và bạn muốn đọc hết. I couldn't put it down, right?
I liked it from the first page.
I liked it from the first page. Tôi thích nó từ trang đầu tiên. Vậy thì các bạn sẽ câu 1 các bạn sẽ thấy là bạn ấy không thích khi bắt đầu đọc thì là đáp án sai, đúng không ạ? Rồi Lisa mà, okay?
I've never finished a book so quickly.
I've never finished
And normally I don't like reading fiction.
Okay, the book so quickly. Tôi chưa bao giờ hoàn thành cái cuốn sách nào mà lại nhanh như vậy đúng không ạ? A book so quickly. Và cô ấy thường thì không thích những cái chuyện mà tưởng tượng đúng không ạ? Fiction.
The main character in the story, Paul, was interesting. He hurt his leg badly and
He hurt his leg badly
couldn't play football with the other kids.
and couldn't play football with the other kid, right?
But the author didn't make you feel pity for him.
But the author didn't make you feel pity for him, right? So, what here? Sam and Lisa. Lisa?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, Lisa say yes. Bạn đồng ý đúng không ạ? Bạn Sam nói là nhân vật chính thì là bạn ấy Paul ấy, đúng không ạ? Paul ấy, anh ta làm đau chân của mình rất là nặng và không thể chơi bóng với những nhân vật khác, nhưng mà tác giả lại không làm cho bạn cảm thấy là tội gọi là gì nhỉ? Cảm thấy buồn cho anh ta đúng không ạ? Hay là tội cho anh ta. Vậy Simon felt sorry for Paul, the main character in the book, thì sẽ không phải là bạn chính xác đúng không ạ? Bởi vì tác giả ở đây ngụ ý là viết là không hề làm cho bạn cảm thấy đó là một chuyện tồi tệ chẳng hạn, đúng không ạ?
That was because he was such a strong character.
Okay, that's because he was strong, because he was a strong character. Anh ta là một nhân vật rất là mạnh mẽ, đúng không ạ? Character.
He couldn't do anything active.
Okay.
But he used his time to think about game plans for his...
He used his time to think about game plans, okay? To think about game plans. Anh ta thay vì anh ta không làm được việc khác thì anh ta lại nghĩ về các cái kế hoạch cho cái trận đấu đúng không ạ?
team.
For his team, right?
They depended on him in the end.
Okay, they depended on him in the end. Và họ rất là phụ thuộc vào anh ta. On him, right? In the end, vào cuối chuyện đúng không ạ?
He was almost like a coach.
I thought the book was well written and it had a good plot.
Good
There
plot.
was a bit of mystery about Paul's brother.
Okay, there was a bit of mystery. Okay, there was a bit of mystery about poor brother. About poor brother, right?
Did he cause Paul's injury? Was he jealous of Paul?
Did he cause Paul's injury? Okay, did he cause Paul injury and were he jealous of Paul, right?
You don't find out until the very end.
Okay.
I didn't care so much about.
Okay, that Lisa said, but Sam say I didn't care so much about that. Okay, so were he curious about the mystery? Bạn Sam, bạn nói là tôi lại không quan tâm lắm về cái bí ẩn mà liệu rằng anh trai bạn ấy có làm bạn ấy bị đau hay là có ghen tị không? Vậy Sam was interested in the mystery about Paul and his brother. It's B, right? Okay.
That. It was the football matches I liked, seen through Paul's eyes. I could imagine exactly what was happening.
Okay, he liked the football match seen through Paul's eye, đúng không ạ? Bạn thích những cái trận đấu mà qua cái con mắt nhìn của bạn Paul, đúng không ạ?
The author was clever because when Paul was unhappy, the whole story,
The author was clever. Tác giả thì rất là thông minh hoặc rất là khéo léo, đúng không ạ?
the background.
Because when Paul was unhappy, đúng không ạ? Khi mà Paul không vui thì tất cả mọi thứ nó đều thay đổi theo như bạn ấy, đúng không ạ? Ví dụ như là bạn có mention về cái là gì, the weather, the background, đúng không ạ? The weather, the
Would have got darker.
the background sort of get darker. Okay, all of this get darker to show that he was not happy, right?
So the reader could feel what Paul was feeling.
Okay, so the reader could feel how Paul was feeling. Okay, so Lisa thought the author helped the reader to understand Paul. Is the correct answer, right?
There was quite a lot of detail about the techniques of football.
Okay, there were quite a lot of detail about football techniques, right? Các cái kỹ thuật có rất là nhiều các chi tiết về kỹ thuật này.
I think the author got that just right.
I think the author got it just right. Khi bạn ấy dùng từ just right là vừa đủ, đúng không ạ? The author got it just right. Vậy ở đây là Sam wished there were more information about football in the book. Thì không phải là đáp án chính xác, đúng không ạ? Bạn ấy đã nói là just right thì là như vậy là vừa đủ rồi, đúng không ạ?
Any more would make it too long and boring for people who weren't mad about football.
Okay. Yeah, yes. And what did Lisa say? And more would make it too long, đúng không ạ? Nếu mà thêm thì lại sẽ khiến nó quá là dài, đúng không ạ? Và boring cho những cái người mà không phải là yêu thích mad at one. Ở đây bạn có là person who won mad at football, tức là không thực sự là yêu thích hoặc cuồng nhiệt về bóng đá. Mad ở đây không phải là điên khùng mà là cuồng nhiệt về bóng đá, đúng không ạ?
That side of the book was about right. For me, the best part was that Paul realized what's important in life.
The best part to her, okay, was that Paul realized
And
what's important, right? And
how to deal with tough situations.
how to deal with tough situation. With tough. Okay, wait, we get the other paper. Tough situation, okay, situation.
Was a person.
And he really grew as a person. Và thực sự bạn ấy trưởng thành, đúng không ạ? Okay, so Lisa liked the way the author developed Paul's character in the correct answer, right? Đó chính là cái phần mà bạn ấy thích nhất, đó là phần mà Paul nhận ra là điều gì quan trọng và cách để giải quyết các cái tình huống khó khăn, cũng như là anh ấy thực sự trưởng thành, đúng không ạ? Okay, so look back on this. You can have the information to do this one easy, right? Now you can see it took me a long time to get into the book. The first chapter is difficult, but in the end, I couldn't put it down, right? I liked it from the first page, Lisa said it. So she really interested in the book, and I've never finished the book so quickly. Okay, and Paul said, Sam talked about Paul. He hurt his leg and couldn't play football, but the author didn't make you feel pity for him. So Lisa agreed about that. So Sam and Lisa did not feel sorry for Paul, right? The next one. Okay, yes, that's where because he was a strong character, he used his time to think about game plans for his team, right? They depended on him in the end. Right? Also, what Lisa said, there was a bit mystery about Paul's brother. Did he cause Paul injury, right? And were he jealous of Paul? But Sam said he didn't care so much about that, so he were not interested in the mystery, right? The next one, the authors was clever because when Paul was unhappy, the weather. The background sort of get darker, so she think that the author helped the reader to understand Paul is the correct answer, right? There was quite lots of details about techniques, and that's just right, okay? And Lisa said too long will make it boring for the people who weren't mad at football, right? Okay, so Sam wished more information about football in the book. Is wrong, right? B, and the last one, the best part was that Paul realized what's important and how to deal with the tough situation, and he grew as a person. So Lisa liked the way the author developed Paul's character. Okay. Các bạn ơi, chúng ta kết thúc cái bài ngày hôm nay với phần nghe 3 và 4. Các bạn nhớ ôn tập lại nhé. Và hãy đánh là Pet 1, Test 3, Part 3, Part 4. Và các bạn có thể tìm được cái thông tin các cái phần nghe ngày hôm nay để nghe lại nhé. Thank you for joining and review. Let you review and write what you have heard down. This is the best for you to develop your dictation. Okay, so it's time to say goodbye. Bye everyone. See you later.